first game for Man U under Amorim, it's a draw. Give us a breakdown of your thoughts, Kunle Williams. Yeah.
Yes, it's pretty much as expected. I think that it's managed to quieten all those people that were saying, "Oh, it's the manager, it's the manager." It's the players. The honeymoon is over. And at the same time, you can't blame the coach too much or the players because he's just had a couple of days training with them on a very unique style of play. So they still need to practice into it. But the first thing you notice is how weak Marcus Rashford is in this sort of game, which is what I expected because your wingers have to be able to track back. And it's not that Rashford is lazy,
And play
but
defense. Yeah.
Yes, he's just bad when he tracks back. He misses a lot of tackles. He can be reckless when he decides to try. He's just not a good defense. Even when he tries, he's just not good. And so he's just kept away from it. And when you do that under Amorim's system, it doesn't work. And you need wingers that can attack. And you also saw that fullbacks don't work in Amorim style. You actually need wingers there. Amorim doesn't play with fullbacks, and we just saw why. The fullbacks that were playing as wingers were defensive. They were sitting deep, but they were not able to play in an attacking role as they could. Ahmad played very well in the front row, but he should actually be playing as he did on the right. Yes. And Bruno would have actually been the other pivot or Mainu with Ugarte. Something in there needs to sort itself
Sorry,
out.
who did you say played very well? You said somebody played very well. Who was that? Yeah.
Yes, Ahmad played very well. Ahmad,
Okay.
Ahmad is
I thought
pretty
you
much our best
said
player.
Maram. I said he's the coach. Is the coach also playing? Go ahead.
Our three best players are Ahmad, Masraoui, and Onana. Onana
it's
has
okay
been very
because
good.
you can play. They don't need to score goals. Just don't give up goals. You understand?
Yes,
Don't worry about having
we
wing
could have
backs and
lost
stuff
that
like that.
game. We should have been beaten heavily in that game, if not for the goalkeeper, which says a lot
Yeah.
about, I don't want to hear anybody say it's because they scored a worldie against us. But I mean, there are a couple of impossible shots that Onana managed to save. So, and the Ipswich had too much of a go. We did not threaten them enough
Yeah.
as we should have done. And so we should be
4-0.
beating these teams. By heavy margins. But it's a first
Yeah.
game. Don't read too much into it. He hasn't seen all the players. There's some players that are not around. He's not learned or understood that, he still needs to get used to his midfielders. They're probably the players that are around in training when he got in that were just around. And maybe that's just why he played them because he didn't
Where
know.
was Hoyland? Was Hoyland injured? Was Hoyland
No,
injured?
he came in later.
Because they went on
But how come they
duty,
put Rashford as a number 9 at the start of the game? Why did they do that? Or maybe I'm mistaken.
Because they were on international. Some of the players were on international duty, and some were already back at camp, ready to start training. So Amorim sort of, although they were all fit for the game, they were not already fit for some of the necessary training that they need for him to have the options.
Yeah, because I was getting confused. Why are they putting Rashford as number 9?
And he hadn't also seen enough of them in training to know their best
this
position.
international thing is rubbish, man.
Yeah,
this international thing is rubbish.
You.
And all these games that these Europeans are playing, it's not even for World Cup or European championships. It's for Europa League. It's rubbish. It's rubbish.
I mean, it's for
Nations League.
Yeah, they don't need all that rubbish.
Yeah. It's an irritation. The football is not as slick. It's not as technical. You can see the disparity in quality.
It's too much. They're trying to make money off of these guys. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So Sam, what are your thoughts? Because I heard you speaking a little bit. Sorry, Colin. We'll come back to you. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, Onana was such a good player for the night, but the way they played, they lacked. When it comes to defense, the transition from attacking to defend. They are good at trying to create opportunities. Rashford taking the runs, but it's not enough. It is not enough. So if you have
but Sam, why are you looking sad? You're an Arsenal fan. You're supposed to be smiling now.
No.
Continue. Sorry. Continue.
No. I'm not there, but I just like the way.
I know. I'm just being funny. I'm being funny. Yeah.
Yeah. But on Man United game, that's just my view. And on our game, our 3-0, our 3 points, I think Arsenal play a very good game. I just wanted to say I like the combination Saka and the captain. So even Thomas Partey, those passes that they make closer to the 18 area, it creates confusion for the opposition because everyone runs towards the goalkeeper and then they make those those passes, those passes in between, and they're able to take shots. By that time, the keeper cannot see everything because they're already panicking. So that is a great attacking strategy. Yeah,
and that's good,
even the
especially when you have Odegaard. You know who Odegaard reminds me of? He reminds me of Fabregas. He reminds me of Fabregas. Don't you think so, Warif? Yeah, that type of play.
We call him Fabregas.
Arsenal's good. Yeah. And my prediction is that Arsenal will challenge for second or first because they have injuries. But once they start clicking, they have a good team. I think Man City's finished. Any thoughts, Warif, before we go to Afolabi? Yeah.
Okay, let me start. Let me start with Manchester United. For now, like I always see, every coach has the kind of player that they need or they want. Maybe for now, he might just be test running, rotating the players to see how he can get used to them, to know which can fit into his kind of play. So with that, and again, he has to try and get used to the English press. I call them the press football club because they always put you under pressure. For God's sake, this is just his first game. They should allow the man be. They shouldn't put him under pressure. Allow him to be. Then for the Arsenal game, well, Arsenal is a good one. Like Saka, I call Saka the oracle of Arsenal. Why is the man of Arsenal? That match is what I never thought the game was going to be that easy for Arsenal. But you see one thing about you should try and build belief around other players. For example, if you take Arsenal Academy, you have some good boys, some good players that can even come in. You give them that, like Fabregas. Fabregas started playing at the 16. That's one thing I love about Arsene Wenger. You be young, give them that chance so that they can express themselves. Like One can be a backup for Odegaard. It's just to give him that chance. And again, the difference between One and what's it called, Odegaard is that Odegaard is flexible, but one is not playable. So
I can't hear you.
I'm with you. Yes, I want to continue from where Warif stopped. Warif has been talking about Nwaneri ever since. He had a brilliant game. He scored the third goal, and whenever Arsenal play with their first team, Odegaard was back to his brilliant best. Very creative, created a lot of chances, passing and dictating the tempo from the midfield. And Saka scored a brilliant goal, but the precocious talent, Ethan Nwaneri, was excellent. And he has proven to Arteta that he should be starting. Arteta tends to rely on his starting team all the time. But he should look at players like Ethan Nwaneri. Nwaneri was brilliant. He scored Arsenal's third goal. And like Warif said, I think Arteta should give him more of a chance to prove himself.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so Kunle, well, let's go to next week. So who is Man U playing this weekend? They're playing they're playing Everton on December 1st. Are they having a game before that? No.
They're playing UEFA on Thursday.
Yes.
On the 1st. Okay, so they don't have they don't have a game until the 1st. That's Sunday.
No,
what are your thoughts about that game?
Especially
since they're playing against you're right. I'm not going to talk about that one though. Yeah. So they're playing Everton, in which we'll talk about it later. They won Braithwaite, who plays for Everton. But Kunle, what are your thoughts about the Everton game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be more of the same. I think it's not going to be exciting in the terms of if you're a United player, don't expect too much. We could win, we could draw again, and we could lose. This coach is not going to compromise his style of play, and United is full of wing backs that are good and full of wingers that are, apart from Ahmad and Garnacho, who is still getting to learn, a bit of a disappointment. I think Rashford is overrated. And I think Everton are also struggling. They're not playing very well. They're having issues at the back. I saw Braithwaite get into trouble in the last game. So it could be a difficult game. I think if United are not on the boil, it could be a draw, but United should be taking the full 3 points from Everton. Even on a bad day, even if they finish 8th, they should be beating Everton. Yes. Even if they're going to finish
Man U 2-1 because they'll have
2-1.
And it won't be straightforward.
Yes, it won't be straightforward.
That will make the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Xerxes is also
what do you think, Sam?
That he's not getting enough of a chance.
Yeah.
Cool, you're breaking. So, Sam, what do you think?
I think this coach right now
go ahead.
is under a lot of pressure, to try and change a very old system that he has been there for quite some time. So he comes with a lot of pressure, and then it's going to be difficult for him to change the players' mentality. Someone saying,
I think get rid of some players.
Just get rid of them. Just get rid of them. Get new ones.
Yeah,
and also, I think
he should maybe in the winter transfer. I think he could have some few fresh players to just to boost squad and make some changes here. Because now
bring Braithwaite.
Yeah,
bring Braithwaite. What about Lenny Euro? Where's Lenny Euro?
He's just back. He's just barely back from injury, so he can't just start playing yet.
But they have to keep Lenny Euro for sure. And they hopefully. I don't think Everton wants to get rid of Braithwaite. What are your thoughts, Afolabi?
Yeah, I agree with you. Everton is not going to.
Saeed, you'll be next. Sorry, Saeid, we forgot that you're here.
Braithwaite wants to go, and his contract is running out.
I'm listening to everybody. I'm listening to everybody.
Yeah, Braithwaite's contract is running out, so they can't keep on to him. They have to let him go. Otherwise, they'll let him go for free.
But the money they're going to ask Man U for it is exorbitant. I don't think Man U, with all the money they spent, will be willing to spend that on a single defender.
Yeah, but
then we'll just tell them to get lost, go for free. Because who else is going to pay 60 million for them? No one. Nobody. We're not those stupid people anymore. We're smart now. So if they think they're going to get 60 million for him, walk on.
All right, so let's go to Saeed. Okay, so Saeed, who is Arsenal playing in Champions League? Sorry, guys, I'm going to Saeed now. Who's playing for Arsenal? Who's Arsenal playing in Champions League? Very big game because
Sporting Lisbon.
Guy Torres, who's one of the best strikers, 2-0. What do you think, Saeed, about that game?
Yeah, I don't think Sporting is going to pose a threat this time around because their coach that they.
Sorry, you have to spin your camera, your phone. Yeah.
You're like this.
Okay. That's better. So what were you saying, Saeed? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, like I was saying, I don't think Sporting Lisbon is going to win or pose a threat that day because, fine, they have a great team right now that they are playing together as a united team, but with their coach
and they have great Torres.
Yeah, I know Gil Torres. We actually went for him this summer. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I was saying, we went for Gil Torres, but I don't know Arteta and Edu. I don't know what they are doing because we actually need a top 9. Like I said, that is the only lacking point we are having this season because we can't just depend on Havertz alone and Jesus. And Jesus is not a real striker that we can actually depend on. So, but because of the name and because our boys are much more experienced than the Sporting guys, I think we are going to come out successful and we will win that match definitely because we actually need to win. So, but the advantage that we have right now is because they just lost their coach. So I don't think psychologically it's going to affect them. No matter how they want to try it, it's going to affect them.
And also, so you have West Ham this beat West Ham. What do you think, Warif? Yeah.
For the West Ham game, since Arsenal is just coming back from a victory over what's it called? For the similar game with West Ham. West Ham they play physical football, but at least the one area is back is there now. At least that's Arteta started using him. Saka is there. Odegaard is there. By rights to be so as players. One thing about Arsenal football. Sometimes it favors Arsenal, but sometimes it backfires. So I still believe Arsenal will get the 3 points. But I'm looking out for Liverpool, Manchester City on this weekend. And on that, there'll be a City fan.
That match is going to be very tough.
Yeah, because you know what, Liverpool. You know what? Hey, you guys, I'm a Liverpool fan because I'm also I want Arsenal to lose. But this is an Arsenal show, so I should keep my mouth shut.
You actually fit Liverpool, actually. You actually fit Liverpool. Yeah.
Liverpool is going to win. Liverpool is
I don't see Man City winning that game.
It's really bad, yeah.
Mark, the game will end up draw. Liverpool is still going to.
Maybe
right now, Man City will be playing with fear.
For me, it can be a draw. The game can be
winning.
And that game is.
So Sam, what were you saying? Yeah.
I'm just saying the Liverpool game might go for 2-2 or something like that, because I think
because
even though
it doesn't matter about form, doesn't matter. This is the game for honor. Yeah.
Liverpool are going to murder Manchester City. They're going to murder them.
It will be a negative record to lose 6 straight matches on a row. I don't think any club has ever done that.
Liverpool
I'm going to say it's going to be a draw.
City. They're going to humiliate them.
For me,
they're not going to beat them. They're going to humiliate them.
Over 2.5 goals. So there's going to be a lot.
Okay, guys, let's end the show, but let's talk about the biggest match.
Over 2.5 is going to happen that match, because
both of them 2.5. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, over 2.5. Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's switch gears and end the show on this game. The biggest game of the week is Liverpool Real Madrid. Let's start with Sam. What do you think about that?